Okay, so this is a Hatha class, so we're just going to tune in by using the breath and a connection. So come sitting in a comfortable cross-legged position or any position where the spine can be erect and straight. And close your eyes. You can place the hands into Jnana Mudra if you wish, resting the wrists on the knees. Index finger and thumb to touch, other three fingers extended. Close your eyes and allow the breath to very gently slow down and become very aware of the quality of your breath. And now start to shape the breath by making the inhalation, exhalation equal, allowing the belly to relax and the rib cage and lungs to expand as you breathe in. And as you breathe out, relax those and gently pull the belly in at the end of the exhalation. And gently allow the breath to flow in and out. Very slowly, fully and completely. Cleansing the lungs, cleansing the blood. Getting rid of stagnant energy and drawing in fresh prana for the new day. Now take your awareness to the base of your spine. And imagine the base of your spine is growing a tail that is burrowing into the earth beneath you. Feel that tail really going deep into Mother Earth and growing roots there, really becoming very grounded in Mother Earth. And as you breathe, draw energy up from the earth, giving thanks in your heart as you breathe in. And breathe out, release the energy up the spine and out through the crown. Now the next time you breathe in, draw the energy down from the heavens into the crown chakra. And exhale through the tail into the earth. And just continue drawing energy up from the earth, releasing through the crown. Drawing energy down from the crown and exhaling back into the earth. So connecting heaven and earth through you. Lengthen the spine. Draw the chin in. You can make a little ujjayi breath if you wish. The ocean breath. And with each breath, feel that you're letting go and releasing any tension in the body, in the mind. And drawing in fresh prana, light energy for your day. Just meditate on this now that you're letting go. And you're replenishing yourself, energizing for the day. Just feel that connection. Now we're tuned in. Let's start our practice by, I like to start a Hatha practice by deep stretching and releasing and hydrating of the joints. So we'll start very gently. If you come laying onto your mat, draw the right knee into the chest very tightly and raise the left leg off the floor a few inches and begin to make a little circle with the left leg. In one direction. And then change directions. Bring the leg to stillness, hold, and release the leg down. Stretch your right leg out, and now draw your left knee into the chest. Take hold of your left knee with your left hand and begin to make a circle in one direction, opening the hips, releasing the hip joint, top of the leg, ball and socket, and change directions. Hug the knees, knee into the chest, the left knee, and now stretch that left leg up. Now, if you can, with your left hands, the first two fingers, hook the big toe of the left foot and raise, using your abdominal muscles, raise your torso up, draw the leg towards your torso. Now, if it's difficult to do this, you can place a belt or dressing gown belt around your foot and hold on to the belt. I don't have a belt here, but you just place it around the foot, or you can just take hold of the leg like this. Take a few deep breaths. Release the torso down. And now place your right hand at the top of the right thigh to stop you rolling over. And relax that left leg out to the side. If you find that you're rolling over to the left, then stop when you start to roll. So if it's here, that's fine. If you can release lower, that's fine. But the minute you start to roll to your left, ease out of it and take a few breaths here. Now bring that left leg up, bend your left knee. With your right hand, place your right hand on the outside of your left knee and place your left foot, you can place it on the floor, on the outside of your right knee, you can place it onto the right knee. You're going to keep both shoulders anchored to the floor as you take your left knee down towards the floor on the right side of your body. So nice gentle twist. And when you've gone as low as you can, let the left shoulder come off and you rotate your arm in a big circle. Try to keep the hand as close to the floor as you can. Just a couple of big circles in one direction and then the other. And now make a T shape with your arms, stretching both out to the sides, shoulders on the floor. Take a couple of breaths in this twist. And slowly bring your left knee up and hug the left knee into the chest. Now we're going to do the other side. So lifting your right leg up a few inches, just do a few little circles in one direction and then the other. Bring the leg into stillness and lower it down. Now stretch your left leg in front of you and hug the right knee into the chest. Now make a circle. Take hold of the right knee and make a circle with that leg in one direction to start with. And change directions. Stretch your right leg up and either take hold of the calf, use a belt, or hook the right big toe with the right fingers, first two fingers. Draw the torso and the thigh towards each other. Take a few breaths. left hand, top of the left thigh, lower the torso, and open that right leg out to the side. And breathe. Bend the right knee, and with the left hand take the right knee over to the left side of the body, and then with your right arm make those big circles. Allow the head to follow your hand as it goes round. This is really lovely to open the whole body. And then make a T shape with the arms out to the sides, shoulders on the floor. And just breathe into that twist. And then gently come out of it. Now bring the feet to the floor, knees and feet together. Make sure the lower back is on the floor, arms out to the sides, and gently bring the knees down towards the floor on the left side, keeping knees and feet together as you inhale. Exhale to the center, inhale down to the other side. Just do that a few times. Stretches the lower back out. It's a little massage. This is really good for resetting the spine. Now bring the knees up to the center. Arms down to the side. Stretch the arms overhead as you open the knees, both sides towards the floor. And as you exhale, bring the hands back to the thighs as you bring the knees together. Press the lower back into the floor. Just do that a couple of times. And then the next time you open the knees out, make big circles with your arms in one direction to start. Keep the knees open. And then change directions for your circles. Bring the knees back together. Hug the knees into the chest. You can either hold there or stretch the spine out by coming into a full plow pose, bringing the feet over the head. Take a couple of breaths here. And slowly ease out of that. So we're going to do some nice deep stretches now with the legs. Stretch your legs in front of you in a staff pose in Dandasana. And take hold of your left foot. Now, depending on how open your hips are will depend where you go with this and how deep you go with this stretch. So if you can't open your hips too much, take your left foot and place it against your right leg. If you can, move your foot to the top of the right leg. If you want to go a little deeper into this stretch, you can actually take your foot and place it on the top of your right thigh. Now, this is a deep enough stretch as it is, but if you want to go a little bit deeper, we can do a bind here. So to do a bind here, I would take my left hand, wrap it around my back and take hold of my left foot. But if that's too much for today, don't worry. It's just an extra if it feels okay. If not, just keep your hands in front. Inhale as you raise the arms up. Exhale as you fold. And keeping the spine straight, lower the torso down, lead from the chest. You can either grab the toes, ankles, or wherever you can reach. Wherever you reach, hold and take a few breaths. And slowly come up. Remember, if you're hypermobile, be very aware if you're doing binds and very deep stretches, not to destabilize the joints. Now, as you take a deep breath, place the right hand onto the left knee. And again, left hand can go on the floor behind you or take hold of the left foot. Inhale, stretch the spine up. Exhale, twist round. Take a few breaths. And slowly come back. Now place your left foot on the outside of the right knee. We're going to go into a deeper twist. Now you can either take hold of your left leg like this with your right arm, or you can bend the elbow, placing it on the outside of the left knee, and twist like this as you breathe, lengthening up as you inhale, out as you twist further. If you want to do a bind in this posture, thread your right hand through and take hold of your left wrist. It's a lovely deep stretch for that right shoulder. But if that's too much, just stick with the less advanced versions. And exhale, come back. Stretch the legs out with a little wriggle. Now we're going to do the same with the other side. So bend, put the right foot somewhere up the leg or on the left thigh. You can either do a bind or have your hands in front of you. Inhale as you stretch up, exhale, fold, and breathe. Inhale, come up, place the left hand on the right knee. Inhale, stretch up, exhale, twist to look over the right shoulder. And breathe. Come round to the front. Now place the right foot on the outside of the left knee. And we're going to twist again. So you can place your right hand behind you, take hold of the left leg, or you can use your left elbow to twist, or you can thread into that bind. And come round to the front, stretch that left leg and the right leg out together. Give them a little wriggle. Inhale, stretch up. Exhale, fold. And breathe. And release with each exhalation. Slowly come up. Just something I need to explain when we're doing leg stretches. Your legs, the muscles in your legs will only stretch as far as that. You can't force them to stretch or you'd snap them. So what tends to happen is if we overstretch, you know when you've come to the point where you should stop. And do stop, because when you go that bit further, either you're in danger of actually pulling a muscle, or actually what can be just as bad is that your hamstrings will stop, or whatever muscles will stop lengthening, and then your tendons and your ligaments will take over, which is not a good thing, because once they're overstretched, they don't go back and it destabilizes the joint. So do only go as far as your body wants to, never force it. And if you need the knees to be soft, or you want to place a rolled up blanket under the knees, that's fine as well. It's just a little tip. Now stretch the legs apart. Inhale as you stretch up, exhale, fold over the left leg. Inhale up, exhale, fold over the right. And continue alternating each side. And now we're going to inhale to the center, so you can either have your hands on your hips behind you, or you can walk your hands forwards. Just go down as low again. Listen to your body. If it's just a couple of inches, that's fine. If it's all the way down, that's fine too. You can hold your toes if you wish. And fold forwards and come up. Just a few. And bring the torso up. Turn the head from side to side. Interlace the hands and bring that bind to the nape of the neck. As you inhale, draw the shoulder blades towards each other. As you move the elbows away, you can look up to the ceiling. As you exhale, bring chin to chest and bring the elbows towards each other so you feel the stretch across the back of the neck and shoulders. Just gonna do that a few times. And relax. Just do a few neck rolls, very gently rolling the head in a circle in one direction. And change directions. Bring the head into stillness. And now we're going to mobilize and release the most important joints, the spine. So come back into easy pose. Take hold of the knees or the ankles, wherever feels comfortable. We're going to do it the spinal flex. So as you inhale, squeeze the shoulder blades together. Keep the chin parallel to the ground and the head level. And as you exhale, round the spine. Inhale, open the chest, shoulders back. Exhale, round the spine, bring the shoulders forward. So we're really extending the spine as we inhale and flexing it as we exhale. And if you're comfortable, close your eyes. Take your awareness inwards. And continue with long, deep breathing. Now inhale to the center, hold the breath and apply your mula bandha. So engage the internal muscles of the perineum, draw them up, draw the navel in, lift the chest, draw the chin in towards the back of the neck and smile. And release. Now take hold of the knees firmly, and remember, if at any point you need to stretch your legs out, give them a little. I don't want you going numb and losing your circulation. So do have a little stretch in between exercises if you need to. We're going to do a Sufri grind now. So with the upper body, create a circle over the base of the spine. So we're really, it's not just a circle with the whole spine, we're actually moving the navel, we're moving the waistline. So if you have a hula hoop, really working on the digestion. One full breath with each circle. You can make the circles really big, but if you find that they're really fluid and easy, you can draw the circle in. So it's quite small, whatever feels good. And change direction. Come back to the center, take a deep breath in, hold, apply your mula bandha. Exhale, let go. Now take hold of the shoulders, fingers in front, thumbs behind. Keep the upper arms high and strong, and the shoulders, the elbows should be pointing directly out to the sides. Keeping the lower torso still, begin to twist the upper torso. Inhale as you twist to the left, exhale as you twist to the right. Go at the speed which is comfortable for you. Inhale to the center, hold, apply your mula bandha. Your root lock. Feel that connection with the earth. And release. Take a couple of easy breaths before you start doing some side stretching. So as you inhale, open the right side of your body by stretching the right arm over. Make sure that the right buttock stays firmly planted into the earth. Exhale, back to center. Inhale, stretch over with the left arm. Exhale to center. And just continue very slowly, opening the sides of the body. We've taken the spine through all its natural ranges of movement. Just once more each side. And relax. Okay, we're going to do a little bit of cardio now, and then we'll slow it down with some static and nice flow. So let's start with my favourite, the fifth Tibetan rite, and you can do this many ways. So coming onto all fours, bring the knees back so they're behind the hips and allow the hips to drop forwards. Now, you can do this either by tucking the toes under, coming into your down dog, knees back to the floor, and then coming to your back bend into your up dog. Come on to the plank position with the knees on the floor, tuck the toes under into down dog, knees back on the floor, and then you're up. Now, if the lower back feels good and the core feels quite strong, then just come into a full plank, down dog, plank, up dog, plank, down dog. It's 3 postures, but let them run smoothly into each other. Obviously, the faster you work, the more cardio that you'll get, but do enter each posture fully so you get the full benefit and stretch. Now, if you want to work a little harder, when you come into your plank, lower the body into chaturanga, come into cobra, so the hips still stay on the floor, lower the body down, come into plank, and then up into your down dog. Plank, chaturanga, cobra, plank, and down dog. Use whichever version is good for you today. And now sit back on your heels, stretch your arms and rest in baby pose. Slowly roll up and come laying on your back. We're going to be working with double leg lifts. Now again, work with the version which is good for you. So, most simple version is to have the knees bent, knees to chest, straighten the legs. Knees to chest, feet to the floor. Make sure throughout this exercise that the lower back stays firmly on the floor. We're not using the lower back muscles. We're using the abdominal muscles. So be aware of your navel pushing into your mat, into the back of the spine and into your mat. If you want to work a little bit more, stretch your legs out. Knees to chest, straight up, knees to chest, stretch your legs out. Now, there are other ways you can modify this. You can raise the head, which helps to keep the lower back on the floor. or you can have the hands under the buttocks to protect the lower back. If you want to do the full double leg lift, stretch the legs up. As you inhale, exhale, lower them down. You can keep the hands under the buttocks, you can raise the head, you can have the arms by the side, but do make sure the lower back is not arching, or you can have the arms up, palms facing each other, whatever feels good. And hug the knees into the chest. Roll from left to right. If you want to stretch the lower back out, come into a full plow. Whatever feels good to counter the pose. And hopefully your heart should be beating a little bit faster now. We're going to do one more cardio exercise. So we're going to come into frog pose. Heels off the floor and touching. Hands between the squatted knees and the head is up. As you inhale, straighten the legs. As you exhale, squat back down. Now, it's okay if you need to let the heels down or the hands come up. That's fine. And then squat back. But when you squat back, make sure that you bring the head all the way up. And continue. And now come into a forward fold and just hang here, breathing normally. You can swing from the hips like a pendulum, just releasing the back of the pelvis. And then slowly come down onto your mat and take a little rest in baby pose. Okay, slowly roll up. Well done. Just let the breath and the body and the heart settle. We'll do a little bit of static posture now. So we're going to start with some core strengthening and then we're going to do a back bend. So we're going to do Navasana, which is the boat pose. So come into a seated position where you can make a V shape with the thighs and the torso. Now what you'll notice is as you lean back, you will get a natural engagement of the abdominal muscles. Now just start by taking the toes off the floor. And if this is as much as you're going to do today, that's absolutely fine. You're still working the core quite hard. So you're going to just stretch your arms out, palms facing each other, and take a few long deep breaths. If you want to go into the posture a little bit more, then make a tabletop with your shins and breathe. And if you want to do the full posture, straighten the legs. So choose the one that feels right for you today, and we're going to take a few breaths together. So lean back, engage the core. Don't let the spine collapse. Keep the spine nice and straight and neutral. Straighten the legs. And slowly release. Come into a cross-leg position and just fold forwards. And that helps to counter stretch. Okay, and now we're going to do a little back bend. So come onto your knees. We're going to do camel. And first thing in the morning, I don't even know which version I'm going to do. So do listen to your body because it's quite a deep back bend. So we can do camel pose. Make sure that the knees are sitting underneath the hips. Hands are on the hips. Just do a version to start with where you're engaging the abdominal muscles, lifting and opening the chest. Draw the shoulder blades together to support the spine and open the chest. The important thing is to keep the hips coming forward so you get that back bend. You can let the head drop back, but a lot of people don't like that. Brings out an awful lot of fear. But also as we get older, our blood vessels get compressed far easier, so it can make you feel dizzy. So if you don't want to drop your head back, just support the head. So you can do that version. Or you can tuck the toes under. Take hold of the heels. That's the second version. Now it is early in the morning, so I will have a go. Full camel. Do whichever version that feel comfortable for you today. 3 to 5 breaths, slowly ease out of it. Sit back on your heels and rest in baby pose. And slowly roll up. Okay, so for our vinyasa today, before relaxing, which is a really nice way to flow movement and breath and posture all in one. It's a nice way to kind of bring it together before our relaxation. We're going to do Surya namaskar, sun salutation. So come towards the front of your mat. Bring your feet hip width distance. And just rock backwards and forwards on the fronts and backs of the feet, just to make sure that you're feeling balanced and stable in mountain pose. Nice and tall, draw up through the calves, the thighs, lengthen up through the spine, engage the core, lift the chest, roll the shoulders back and down. Hands in prayer pose. Inhale as you stretch the arms out to the sides. Bring them into prayer overhead. Look up at your hands. Make a little back bend. And as you exhale, fold, keeping the back straight and stretching the spine forwards. Now, if you need to bend your knees, do here, but otherwise you can keep them straight. You can either take hold of your calves or place your hands on either side of the feet, fingers in line with toes, and fold deeply. Remember to bend your knees if you need to. Inhale, lift the head, straighten the back. Exhale, step back with your right leg into your lunge. Straighten the left leg and step it back to meet the right leg. Come into your plank position. Bring the knees to the floor or lower the body. Chaturanga Dandasana. And then come up into your cobra. Down dog. Hold here for a few breaths. Bend your knees, lift the head, and either step or jump the feet back between the hands. Lift the head as you inhale, exhale, fold deeply. Inhale, roll the torso up, stretch the arms up into prayer, stretch back, exhale back to the beginning. Inhale, stretch up. Look up at your hands, stretch back, exhale, fold forwards. Inhale, lift the head, straighten the back. Exhale, step back with the left leg into your lunge. Straighten the right leg. Pyramid pose and then step it back to meet the left. Plank. Inhale, lower the body into Chaturanga Dandasana. Cobra. And downward dog. Breathe normally. Bend the knees, step or jump the feet back between the hands, fold. Inhale, come all the way up. Exhale, back to the beginning. Well done. So now it's really important just to have a 5 minutes relaxation. So please come laying onto your mats, into Shavasana, preferably, which is just laying on your back, palms up, arms away from the body. Allow the hips to roll open. Take a few long, deep breaths here. And totally let go, totally relaxed. Squeeze and tense and tighten all the muscles in your body as you breathe in, and exhale consciously, letting them go. Do that a couple of times. Have a little wriggle around, travel around in your body, just notice any areas of tension and just let them go. Feel your body becoming heavy and softening into the floor beneath you. Allow the breath to deepen and feel that sense of complete surrender.
Now gently bring your awareness back to my voice, to your breath, and to your body. Open your eyes, start to wake up your senses, and then bring a little bit of movement into the body. So rotate the wrists and the ankles in little circles in each direction. Wriggle the fingers and toes and stretch the arms and the legs up into the air. And imagine your arms and legs are keys in a lock, and you're just twisting the key in the lock. Just shake the feet, shake the hands, shake the whole body, and stretch, bend, twist and move in whichever way feels appropriate to bring you back into your body and out of your relaxation. Come back into easy pose and bring the hands into prayer position. And just take a moment here to send a blessing, ask for a blessing, make a wish, set an intention, sankalpa. Whatever it is, just take a moment to dedicate your practice today to something that's important to you. And now bring yourself back. Keep your hands in prayer pose, but stretch the arms up into the air. Imagine your fingers are connecting to a divine light, and draw that light down to the crown of the head. May grace and goodness bring your hands to the third eye. Wisdom and peace bring your hands into your throat. Truth and authenticity bring your hands into your heart. Forgiveness, compassion, and a deep love and oneness, unity, understanding, acceptance, patience. Bring your hands into your belly. Great joy, great health, and fulfillment on all levels. Now bring your hands to the earth, connecting your palms to Mother Earth. We pray for stability, security, and protection for all, with gratitude and thanks. Om Shanti Om.
Namaste.
Thanks, Jackie.